Hello, and welcome back to another episode of One Idiot, One Console, because the other one's at work. Obviously, today we're back for some more Timberborn. So if you didn't see the last episode, most of what we focused on is the ending of my little contraption here, which, if you don't know how this works at this point, basically I've got, these sluices. Every single one of these is around a water source. But I've got these sluices that will only allow uncontaminated water out, and then other sluices on the other side that will only allow contaminated water into this section, which is completely blocked off, and I've got impermeable floors on top of all of these, which I think is why they have the gray barriers, or borders. And then I'm working on, or I guess the beavers are working on bringing, digging a little tunnel here that'll take it all the way out to the edge of the map so that we can jettison the bad water and not have to worry about it. So that's like 90% of what we're doing right now. We're also working on things like increasing wood supply and getting this up and running, which is my solution to the issue of not having... I don't want to drain this, but I want to have the mine there. And then we also started working on, well, I set up for this here, which I don't need these last couple. I set up for this here, which is going to fill this area in, and then I'm either going to level this or dig this portion down, there we go, so that we can get rid of the water that's in here currently, because I want it to... Oh, that needs to be down one. Oh, well, it actually might be easier to just do that with tunnels. Yeah, I am just going to do this with tunnels, but I'm going to make it more of a straight shot like that. But I only want it to fill up in here so that I can have, production for... What the hell is that stuff called? Hang on. I want to plant spatterrock in here. Which actually, you know what, I might just... Why does it say it's locked? Oh, because I need an... Okay. I'm like, hello? So I'm gonna have spatterdock planted in there, which I'm just gonna set up for the concept of planting spatterdock right now. Which I'm gonna do roughly half in spatterdock, not wheat, and the other, I'm gonna do a little portion here in cattails. And then in that way, I will have all of this done, which is good. Usually I've only seen we need one for these, which if I just put that one there, and then I put this one here, I think that'll work, and then I just need... So that gets to there. There's a little dead zone here, so I'm going to shift that one over, actually. Let's just put that like that. That gets everything but that little corner. That hits all of this. And that one hits all of this. So I'm just going to have 3 down here, because you know what? It's easier. Why not? So I want to have my elbows up a little more, and I've got... This desk is a mess. We're gonna have to clean this shit off if we ever do, actually having a camera. How far have we made it while I'm talking? Not very far. But also we're getting close now, so every little bit of progress is kind of awesome. Alright. And then I think one of the things that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of level out a decent chunk of this area so that I don't have to worry about it as much, which I'm probably going to just use the, these 4 in combination with normal explosives, because it's going to cost less overall if I just do that, because obviously these cost quite a bit, and these mostly just cost planks, and I get those back anyway. Actually, let me see how much I would get back if I demolish one of them. I would get back 6 planks. I think. Let's try one further back. Yeah, I would get back 6 planks. So, that's fine. But yeah, we're in the last little bit here, and then I just gotta plug the hole up here real quick where they're getting in, which is right there. But yeah, no, we're finally getting close to the end of my little pet project here. Let's look at it from a direction we normally look at this map from. Other than that, so I am waiting for this kind of stuff to get going. Might not be bad to have kind of a little loop-ish thing here. Let's see, they only go through... Yeah, I think that would be a little bit shorter if I got this going, so I'll probably build a way down for them to work in the water here. Other than that, doing good for the moment. I guess it would have been good to take this all down a level, but whatever at this point. Oh, what are we full up on over here? Hell yeah. The dandelions are specifically for the production of the antidote over here, which we've currently got a couple of beavers in the process of healing from the last bad tide, but that's alright. This is going to be great once we clear this. Which I need them to finish this first to block it off. And then probably the next best thing to do would be to drain it. So let's work on draining down. Sorry about the really long shuffle there. Let's work on draining this. Which I am just gonna do with the triple dynamite for now. Which I can just go ahead and unlock. Okay, so let's see how many levels I need this to go down. That's like 1, 2, 3, I think 4, 5, 6. And that'll drain down to base level, and then I can work from there. Alright, so 6 from the top. So, and these all go down by 1. Yep, perfect. So that's 1. And then I'm just keeping track. So that needs to go down 6. This needs to go down 5, 4, 3, and then 2, and I think that one only needs to go down 1. So if I'm, in theory, correct... Sorry, I'm unpinning my hair, I've got it up. And it is starting to fall out, which is irritating. There we go. Ah! Oh, there goes a bobby pin. Oh well. Alright. So, that's all worked out. The next thing I'll need to do is make sure that I can get them over here. Which, let's just go ahead and start that on this end here. Make sure they can actually get all the way over there. Perfect. And then where is our closest? That is our closest. Zip line. Which I think I'm actually just going to build a platform for the next one. I think this is too high. Yeah. Too high. And then that'll be 3 plus 1. That'll go there. Be nice to have one right here for this production area. And then that. So, add connection. And then this probably won't be able to go through there. Oh. Sick. That makes things easier. Looks like they are going to finish that off pretty quickly. Which we've got hella planks, so no problem there. We've got 7 beavers that don't have a job right now. kind of fluctuating a little bit there, but that's no problem. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which they can get about 9 away from the path, so I should have to check on that like one more time and then it'll be good. If I ever notice a very sudden dip in the amount of water here, I will know. Which I actually might want to be able to look at the water level right now. Yeah, because that's kind of hemorrhaging. Okay. Let's go ahead and mark that up in priority. Shouldn't be too big of a deal if this accidentally goes down a level. Also shouldn't be draining super quickly. I don't think it's going to drain faster than this can replace it. I just want to make sure, especially for like droughts, dry seasons, whatever they are. I think it's a drought. Which yet again, we are just waiting on the wood. If I had noticed, I would have paused that. Alright, which we've got some wood coming in from over there. What's up with you? Oh, hungry and thirsty. Yeah, he's fine. Oh, which I should really start dotting some water stuff around. Am I in a drought right now? Oh, damn, that really is. Okay, that's doing something. That's fine. Let's go ahead and start dotting some water around so that they don't have to go so far to drink. And then I think B? B was the button. Alright, so we'll put one there. We're gonna need one around here at some point. I'll put it there. Yeah, because that'll work. Got water right there. Got water in this general vicinity. I don't expect them to be way out there, but I'll put one there anyway. That can go there. I'll also just dot one right there. There's one. There's one. Let's put it there. That works. And then I've got this area up here. And we can put one there. I think that should about cover it. Just trying to put them near all of the hubs. Yeah, I think that's good. Actually I might want one down here so that the tapper doesn't have to run quite so far. Okay. Which those will kind of get built as they get built. I'm not going to dot food around quite yet. I think I will eventually, though. Stretching out my neck a little bit. Let's go check on this. Can't really see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm like too short. How close are we to that one? Is it worth waiting? Well, we'll see if this guy just sets it off. Yep. Alright, that should be done pretty soon. I think I'm gonna let them process that and not worry about it just yet. Which they're gonna get started on this pretty soon. They can't even get up there. Okay. I'm gonna build something so that they can get up there, but then I'm gonna leave these paused for now, because I would prefer that they get this done first. Oh, we've actually got some logs! Yay! For once. Alright, anything else that needs improving? Got this area starting up. How are these planted? Am I nuts? Oh shit. I haven't marked this area for planting, my bad. Or for cutting, I know what I mean. also haven't marked some of this space for planting. Yeah, which that's about what that can cover. So that's fine. Let's just double, triple check that everything's marked. Oh, that's what that area is. Oh well. They can all reach it, it works. Oh, that guy's able to reach some of them. And then these all died, which is not phenomenal. Let's just make sure that I've got this area marked out. And I'm gonna unmark where the buildings are, because it bugs me. And that area can't be planted. Cool. What are these? Chestnuts. Which I actually do have some chestnuts in storage, so I need to start setting up for somebody to cook those. Which I figure I could just have that operation over here. Where's that? Food. Alright, and then I will need a small pile for logs and small warehouses for the products. So, obtain logs. Nope. Obtain, where is it? Chestnut and, nope, supply. Where's the cooked version? There we are. Cool. That's set up. I will have a new house over here with more beavers whenever they get done with this project. So let's go ahead and check on them again. I think I'm going to pause this last one for now, just so I don't accidentally empty everything. So I finally got that, so that's working now. This is coming back this way. Alright. Problems are solved. I guess the next thing I work on is bot production. I'm going to go ahead and blow these up. We'll let them demolish that. I'm thinking of turning this into another, like, production-ish area. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. Something. Yeah, which I've got a zipline that goes up there, so it doesn't matter if I blow up this path right now. Which they'll get that done as they're going. Alright. At this point I don't have to touch that until it's done. I just feel like I should be doing something every time I'm looking at it. Drought is fine. I should be perfectly fine with the amount of water I have. I guess it wouldn't be a bad thing to have a little bit more storage, but I can partially use this area as storage. I think I'm going to use this area as, like... Well, okay, what would it be easiest to use this as? I guess I could use that to generate power and then run, what are they called? Fuck. And then run under the streets, I could run the power shafts. Which I think they can build through things. I could test it. Okay, so if I was going to put it here, I'd probably have it come down right there, so... Wrong one. I'm going to see if they can build the power shafts from above when I've got the platforms there, and if they can, then I am just going to run power shafts through the streets to wherever the hell I need them to go. Which may well not be in that direction. I don't know yet. But yeah, no, I could use, like, that area for power generation. Anything green I want to save for planting. I guess I could go level this section out and just run it over this way and have an easy solution. We'll try. I don't know, we'll find out. That's how I killed my last world, was getting ambitious. Oh no. Or, not my last world, but I had a very long hard mode series, and actually I should probably just go through and figure out which world is, like, I'm doing what, and turn them into different playlists. Yeah, we could do that. That's actually not a bad idea. I will do that when I am not filming. You guys will see that way before you hear about it, though. And by you guys, I mean all 2 people that watch these. Although, recently I had a video that wound up with, like... Currently it's at 93 views, I think. Not that anybody watched it for a very long period of time, but, like, hey, the fact that it got that many views... Let's go see how many it's at. Yeah, it's at 93 right now. I can see on my app how many people, like, saw the preview, the impression of it, too, and it's at, like, 2,500-ish thousand, which is new. We've only had a couple of other videos do even that well. What was the other best one? Let's go find out. The best video to date got 250 views and 10 likes, which is insane for us. It also got, like, almost 9 hours of watch time, which was nuts. It was shown to, like, almost 10,000 people, which is crazy to me. That's the most we've ever had. It's also at a 100% likes versus dislikes ratio, which is insane to me. Which that's 2 idiots, 1 hollow nest, if you're curious. I can see all kinds of stuff. I can see what devices this was being watched on. It was watched on 56% mobile, 36% computer, and 7 people watched it on a TV. Or 7% of people. So I guess that makes it like 14-ish people watched it on TVs. Which, hey, sick. So yeah, that's our best video to date. Oop. I clicked out of the screen. I'm clicking other things now. I thought my mouse was on screen, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, sick, we're here. Okay. This is probably not the best time to do that one. Is there another way that I could reach that? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have to send it and pay attention. Alright, so we're gonna turn that on. I'm gonna get very ready. Because I have to wait for the beavers to get back up. But once they've blown that thing up, and they're here, I'm gonna be ready. I'll have a sip of my drink while we wait, because we've got to watch. This is maybe not the best season to do that in, but dry seasons or droughts are very short here. Alright. That's the last beaver. Where are the impermeable floors? There you are. Alright, go, 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 guys. Kind of keeping tabs on the water level right now. Oh man, that is dropping. It won't be the end of the world. if things get a little dry up here, but it will be annoying. Alright. Come on, guys. One more. The fact that I can see the water level dropping makes me so anxious. Perfect. Alright. Sorry, I had to cough and I didn't think y'all wanted to hear that. So that should be watertight. Let's make it so I can see it. Good, good. That's just gotta empty, probably. Ah, fuck me. Cool. At least they're producing water now. Alright, let's go down a level and find me a sluice. Auto closed, perfect. Auto open, also perfect. Doesn't seem like it's still sucking in any water. We'll go check. Okay, that's good. So the next interesting run will be... Oh good, that's refilling quickly. The next interesting run will be when we have our first bad tide. Which we are running on drought mode right now. Perfect, there we go. Once they hit these, I'm not too worried about it. I'm just watching to make sure that it fills. Like, I don't expect it not to. There's 5 water sources. Alright, which one of the things that I want to do now is I want to go through and replace some of the levees with sluices so that we can get even more water out of this. So, that's going to be the next move here. Oop. And that should be close above contamination 0. Yep. Cool. Actually, let's just go ahead and go B. Actually, it would be easier if I got all of the stuff put together first. Alright, we'll get that and that. Now let's go grab any one of these. Let's just do it this way. Alright, which we've already got those 2 done. Let's go ahead and have a look at the water level, which is already doing great. They should be able to get these done pretty quick here. Yep, they are. Theoretically, they should get these done pretty quick here. Yep, they're already coming down. Oh yeah, they'll have these done in no time. Luckily, I've got hella builders. Alright, and then again, that should theoretically be watertight. And all of these new ones should be auto-open. Perfect. I just want to make sure this fills as quickly as possible in case we have another incident. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and we can reach that. Yep. Let's raise the priority of these. Which again, just to double check, we'll just go that way. Yep. Woo-hoo. Alright, so we'll get them up and running on that. Which I'm not too worried about, making another zipline to get over there right this minute. Oh cool, we're almost done with that. Not made much progress on that dam at all. Hey, they're starting to spread. I was laughing at these the other episode. I guess that is the adult tree. Fucking pom-poms. Alright, we're doing pretty well on this section of the map. Not doing so much over there, that's fine. Yeah, this one will be the next thing that they get done. I guess I could put some water wheels in here and get some power out of this. Let's see how much. 270 per minute. Yeah, so they're decent. I don't really know what production I'd want to move up here, so I'm just going to leave it alone for now, but that should be good. Watch them complete that. Because they'll be done with it in probably less than a minute here. Let's find out. It's 34:54 right now, or at least when I set that. Oh, they might have more to do than I thought they did. If they do, that's my bad. My prediction will be off. Yep, my prediction's gonna be off. Oh well. It'd be kind of sick if they did, like, really assemble and get it all done, though. This will start to kind of fill up there, though. Got 13, 12 seconds. Yeah, they're not gonna get it done. And prediction was wrong. I would have been right, though. I thought that they only had those last two to do. If they only had those last two, then yeah, they would have been done with it already. Although they're about to... There we go. That'll start flooding. We'll see if they can get this done before it starts to overflow in either direction. They really might. If that last guy... Let's see how many are in it. Yeah, if that last guy just hit it, well, now it's done anyway. Woo! Here we go. See how green it looks under there already? Radius increases. That'll go even faster once we've got this. Which might be their next project, I don't know. Well, as always, let's speed up the movement. I'm also gonna, as much as I would like to let them get to those when they get to them, they're kind of not getting to them, so... I may have the hiccups. I'm gonna really hope I don't, because I hate the hiccups. Yeah, there's two over here. I think that's everything. Did I dot one over here? I did dot one over here. Which, if you don't know, those are all just water storage so that they don't have to run so far to get a drink. Because you see a lot of, like, thirsty, hungry all over the map. It's lowering my score. I don't want it to lower my score. Sad face. That already looks a little bluer. Alright, that means we've only got 2 lakes left on the map that aren't blue. We're getting somewhere. Which, once that's turned out, then I'm gonna start the, if you don't know, I have another... Wow. If I can do it. Come on. If you don't know, I have another little path here to fill that, this lake up, and I've already got, like, ready for planting for Spatterdock and Cattails, and then also these guys are all down here, so once I get that going, I'll probably... Actually, that's a really good question. Yeah, that'll work. And then they can get down there. Now that they've pretty much handled everything, I'm just gonna real quick path this area out, because I figured this will end up being our main, like, crop production. Alright, that's the area pretty much pathed up. And then I think if I just, like, level out this section here, I can move all of our industry and crop production into this area. So that's something we should probably work on. At least work on the setup of. I'm gonna start from here. Then this will take a really, really long time, so I'm not going to high prioritize it or anything. That'll just be something that they do in the background. But, you know, if I do this, then I can have a lot more space to do whatever the hell I want with. I do wish that I could do these in bigger than a 10 by 10 cube. You know what, if I leave some supports in here, I'm gonna go back through, and leave some stuff every now and then, because then I can use the area on top for stuff too, so then I could have like a production area on top of the cliff, and then the farming area underneath it. Which I think would work out really nicely. I think I'm gonna get it to there-ish and then cut it. Keep hearing squeaking, what the hell? Alright, so then let's go ahead and... Oh man, that's gonna be annoying. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of dot these around, you know? So then I can leave little pillars. Oh, that is much harder to see during the day. Okay, hang on. I won't make you hang out for me with all of this. Hang on. Alright. So, I did not make you sit with me through the entirety of this. But I did go through and I added pillars everywhere. I respaced them so that they're all 3 apart. Well, for the most part. So that way, hopefully, when we knock all of this stuff out, it won't be that big of a deal. Like, the whole thing won't collapse. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and clean up the edges, because these don't matter. It keeps making that noise. Whoop, wrong button. It keeps making that noise when I do this. I don't really know why. So we're just going to go with, I guess it feels like it. Which I don't really care. Alright, and there's that. So, let me see if there's any on the outside, actually. There is indeed. Ooh, I might have just fucked up underground. Oh well, whatever. I was not as careful about deleting these as I should have been on the inside there. It should be fine. Yet another thing that I guess I don't have to make you sit with me through, but we're here together now. At least it's not as tedious as what I was just doing. Oh good, they're finally getting over to the explosives here. Means we can start slowly draining this area, which I am going to go ahead and detonate these, so nobody's going to be down there, so it don't matter anyway. That is some very fast water. Okay, so that's down This also has 3 on it, so I assume both of these levels can still be 3. Which I'm gonna need to put in some some... The hell are these platforms? There, so that I can do this. Yeah, then this next one down still needs 3, I think. I'd rather overdo it than underdo it. That's fun how fast the water's going, look at it. I'm gonna do something real quick on this end, because I'm realizing that that's gonna be a bad thing in a minute. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put that there. Which they'll just get to that when they get to it right now. Oh, cool, I've reached that level. So let's see. Can't really tell how that is compared to these. Okay, so that's all at the right level. That is 1 block up from where it needs to be. And hopefully that's only a double explosive. That is a triple explosive. Well, here comes the test run. Okay, hang on, I need to get rid of these. Yep. Yeah, they should be able to reach all of that. Well, they've definitely sped up the water exchange rate and lowered the amount of water in here, so we're getting pretty close. Alright. Well, I think I'm at about time. Honestly, I messed up and instead of hitting the unpause button, I hit the stop recording button, so I have to go stitch some videos together. I think I'm at the right spot. We'll find out. Well, anyway, as always, thank you for joining me. I do genuinely appreciate your company. I hope you have a good day, night, whatever it is for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!